मेरा नेक फेटिश इतना आपको अगर उभार रहा है तो थैंक यू. It's not just about portraying sexiness or portraying something like a shirtless scene. And the director says cut. And bam, it hits my head. हमें मैडम को उठा के पानी से बाहर लाना है. आपको हमेशा समझ जाना चाहिए कि जब तक आप सेट पर नहीं पहुंचे हो तब तक कुछ भी हो सकता है. He's so engrossed in me. I'm feeling so good about it. ऐसा मेरे साथ कभी पहले हुआ नहीं है. It's called Metro in Dino, really directed by Anurag Basu sir. Hey guys, I am Kush Jotwani. You know me through Adheer at Knock Knock Kaun Hain and Farzaan in Dil Dosti Dilemma. My introduction scene in Knock Knock Killer. This was the last take that happened for the day. This is when we were packing up and suddenly we got to know that the set is ready and we had to go for it. Needed some pumping, because you know it's a body shot, so you need to understand कि थोड़ा तो दिखना चाहिए. And the brief was pretty clear. You just don't know this person. There's a subtle understanding कि you have some familiarity, there is some connection. Because एक समझ आती है इस इंसान को देख के, लेकिन you just need to be very by yourself. You are the owner of the cafe, you're running the cafe, and that's pretty much how it happened. I think in today's times, everyone's pretty neutral about understanding the cinema infrastructure over there, and no one's going to really pause it and rewind it and watch it again. It's pretty much out there. Every other show is now pretty bold and pretty like they have a lot of confidence in terms of portraying characters, and it's not just about portraying sexiness or portraying something like a shirtless scene, but the relevance of it was basically letting Tanya understand and letting the audience know that there is a world of Tanya which she's not familiar to. So this is something new, someone new whom she's met, someone who's not come across in her life before. So that's the reason why she's stunned and she's probably just like gazing. It's not because she has a jaw drop feeling going on over there. It's just that she's also trying to understand what's happening here. This is a part of our second sked, which was set. It was not in Mumbai. We were shooting in Lavasa. This was a beautiful scene that was instructed to us, and we were rehearsing it again and again. We were rehearsing this scene wherein she is coming down and she's talking to her friends, and I am following her. Now she's not supposed to know that Adheer is following her, but she gets a little scared. She picks up a log and she swings it. There is, my God, can't forget that. She swings it and the director says cut, and bam, it hits my head. This is something that happened and pretty much sat down for 10 minutes. It was a very funny moment. It wasn't that bad, honestly. It was just pretty comical at that point. But this scene is really special because we had to rehearse it in depth. Because if you see, there's a 1.5 turn that happens over there. Is when I duck, I hold her, and then there's an entire spin to which we go and fall down. So choreographing such a scene is not as easy as it looks. I know it looks really beautiful and it's done really well, but there is a certain amount of rehearsals that goes behind doing such kind of choreography. And it was one of my special scenes. I mean, my co-lead is right in front of me, and this is the first time we are actually interacting, you know, through the eyes, and there's silence everywhere and everything has paused and we're just looking at each other, and that's about it. गीले कपड़ों में पानी से बाहर आना मतलब आपका वज़न बढ़ चुका है. आप ऑलरेडी आपका बॉडी वेट अगर 50 kg है तो आप 60 kg 70 kg करके आप बाहर आ रहे हो, बिकॉज आपके सारे कपड़े गीले हो चुके हैं. उसके बाद यहाँ पे हमें मैडम को उठा के पानी से बाहर लाना है, जहाँ पे उनको बचाना है. वी हैव टू सेव हर, राइट. उनको CPR देना है, माउथ टू माउथ देना है, एंड शी फाइनली रिवाइव्स. So this scene was shot in Mumbai, in Film City, and this was one of the iconic scenes for me because it's a hero shot. It's coming out of the water, and out of nowhere, Adheer has come over there and he saved the girl. हम nature में थे, Everything was really quiet, birds and all of that, away from all the noise. कोई specific makeup hair की ज़रूरत थी नहीं वहाँ पे, because आप पानी से आ रहे हो, आप पानी में जा रहे हो. इतना नहीं है कि हम इतने deep पानी से जा रहे थे. We just had to duck, and we just had to duck and pretty much just get up and just come out. This is a very relevant topic coming off late in terms of projects going on here and there. I mean, intimacy coordinator is a new concept that's come off, and an intimacy coordinator is part of every project. Though in our project, there was not a designated intimacy coordinator, the unity between the entire cast and crew was really strong, and the understanding in terms of carrying forward a scene which has some intimate moments is a well-spoken understanding between the cast and the crew when we sit down for reading, and we sit down in terms of one-to-one understanding. The director and Aadhya, who's playing Tanya as well, we had a basic communication, and we understood that this is what is going to be, this is what is going to do good for the show, and this is what we need to portray, and this is exactly how we're going to do it. And there was no awkwardness. You need to rehearse it. You need to be safe. You need to be comfortable. Feel comfortable. Make the other person feel comfortable. If there is any instance where another person breaks character, you need to stop because you're crossing a line or you're crossing boundaries. People have different understandings of this. But fortunately, in our show, wherever there was any sort of intimacy involved, there was a good understanding and a good rehearsal done before taking things further, and because of which it's portrayed and it's coming out in the show how it is. Adheer is coming from a very complex past. He's seen a lot in his childhood. He's here for a purpose. He's here to meet somebody. He's here to help somebody. He's here to provide. He's a giver, and he's extremely humble. When he's speaking to Tanya in terms of telling her कि तुम रो लो, काफ़ी लोगों को ये chance नहीं मिलता है. It's trying to just let her know that she is comfortable around me. I'm here to make her feel safe. She doesn't need to worry about anything. She can take her time. Because Adheer himself has seen so much in his childhood while growing up, is the basic knowledge that he has of how some people don't even get to cry. Some people have it all built up inside, but they cannot get it out. Sometimes it reaches here, but you cannot speak about it. So these are moments, a lot of choking moments Adheer has faced in his childhood. So based on that, he just wants to let her know that tum ro lo, don't worry, everything is fine. There's nothing's gonna happen, and then we'll talk. So just to make her feel safe. First you receive a synopsis, then you receive the entire storyline. You go through the entire story, you understand the lines of the character, the lines of others. It's not just important to focus on your lines, it's not just important to go through what you are supposed to deliver, but it's also important to be in the loop as to what's going around, because all your reactions depend on that. So this question is relevant because when you are preparing for a role, you need to not just get into the skin of the character, but you need to also understand why is that particular character speaking a certain way, being a certain way, reacting a certain way. So there is definitely history involved. You know, when you start shooting a film, when you start shooting a new show, if there is no leap that's been shown, if the show or a particular project starts from a certain timeline, nothing before that is shown. So everything that happens before that is your imagination, is how you are perceiving it, how you are going to build it. So that's your homework that goes behind understanding the character, the depth of it. What do you think went down the drain? How do you feel the character was involved in his or her own life through the various things that's happened in the past? You do these sit-down discussions with the director and the producer, and you all come on the same page. Eventually, when you're on set, all the discussions, all the planning, everything just comes down to performing. And just the minute details of how, even if you're thinking of something, the camera catches everything. So it's very important to know that अगर ये character अभी ऐसे बात कर रहा है तो वो क्यों कर रहा है, उसके साथ पहले क्या हो चुका है, तो वो समझना बहुत important है. Also important to take your lines slow because you feel it. You feel the depth of the lines only when you understand them. There's no need to rush, except if the director is asking you to, if the scene requires that. The only person that was there for him, who took care of him and treated him like his own, was Kavita ma'am. He understands what it is to be humble. He understands how it is to portray a natural self. You don't need to put up an image. You don't need to be a certain way. So at the same time, he's learned very early in life that growing independent and growing solo and being yourself is the way to go. You know, so he hardly had any friends. He was called a loner. He was by himself because that's how your life suddenly becomes, right? You have no one to go up and speak to. You have no one to go up to and learn something from, take advices from. So you're trying to figure out life in your own whims and fancies. You're trying this, you're trying that, and suddenly when there's a special person that comes into your life, you know, you never know when that happens. That can happen at the age of 10, 20, 30, anytime. So it's very important to let the person know that, you know, what I have felt with you right now, I haven't felt that before. I haven't received such gratitude, such respect, such recognition before. So that's exactly what Adheer is trying to tell her, that you are probably the first one who is really asking me about my life. As you've seen, he's waiting for her to come to him and tell him that she finally recognized him. But he knows who she is. He knows who her daughter is. So by hook or by crook, he will do anything possible to keep her safe, keep her, maintain that security for her. At the same time, he has an angle that is developing for her. He wants to make sure that he's never gonna let her feel uncomfortable. He's gonna be there. He's gonna provide whatever he's feeling for her. He is not yet disclosing it. He's not putting it out there because the important thing going on right now is to find Knock Knock. And just right there when he's telling Kavita ma'am कि मैं वहाँ पर था because मैं तानिया पर नज़र रख रहा था, he's just keeping a watch on her just to make sure that she's comfortable and she's safe and nothing wrong goes with her, because he knows for a fact he can take care of everything when it comes to her, because he knows what her mother has done for him. The bond is fantastic. Ayushman, Sakshi, Aman, Arjun, Aadhya, myself, Tanishka, Manika, all of us, Dipansha, all of us are very close. The best thing that happened is that on set, when neither of us was shooting, all of us used to be in or around the set, you know, hanging out, discussing, having fun. We used to have our own games and music sessions in the vanity. We used to have a lot of fun. We knew what it is to make an ensemble cast show, you know, which is primarily focused on, which is revolving around Tanya's story. But each and every character, if you see the show, has played a vital part and they've delivered. And it's so important to know that you are true to yourself. Every character is true to himself or herself. And because the unity was maintained offset, everything has come on and it's seen how naturally everyone's portrayed themselves in the show. So the best part about the show was we made a great, huge family. We are all really tight, and probably might just hang out a little bit more right now. The show is out, and put out stuff for you guys to see. I am the closest to Ayushman and Aadhya because of proximity, the distance. We stay close by. Knock Knock happened at a time where I was facing a back injury. I remember Aadhya was casted first, and Adheer was probably the latter half of the selections that were happening for the show. We had a chemistry test that was supposed to happen naturally, because the hero and heroine need to come together to see, for the director and the channel to see if they're fitting right. So that's the basic procedure. There was a chemistry test. I wasn't able to deliver as much because I had a very bad back spasm. I had a very bad injury. which went past. And I got a call back 20 days later that, you know what, we're going to discuss some stuff, discuss some dates. एंड यू नो सच बताऊँ तो जब भी आप शो लेते हो या जब भी आप कोई प्रोजेक्ट उठाते हो, कभी कभी ये तो मैं ऐसे शो के अलावा जनरली बोल रहा हूँ, जब भी आप शो उठाते हो या कोई प्रोजेक्ट उठाते हो, आपको हमेशा समझ जाना चाहिए कि जब तक आप सेट पर नहीं पहुँचे हो तब तक कुछ भी हो सकता है. So one surety, the positive start that was there for this show was the callback that I got was very genuine. I immediately went to their office. We had the paperwork discussion going on. They were very content. They were very content with my audition, with the chemistry test that we did. We performed another test together because you need to understand the depth. You need to understand the waves of emotions that you can deliver in terms of the character, because it's a very intense, complex character. So you had to see that. That happened, and then we got into workshops, readings, and naturally I started realizing that everyone who's a part of the show, अगर आप शो देखोगे तो आप समझ में आएगा कि सब उस यूनिवर्सिटी का एक हिस्सा है और मैं कैफ़े चलाता हूँ. I am probably a little older than all of them, but this feeling I actually got when I entered the workshop where I met everybody, and I realized, yaar, look at this energy here. I mean, I'm feeling so positive, you know, I'm feeling so optimistic about this show, and that excited me a lot more because I think I was looking for that. Is injury and, you know, rest and just gloomy days were just kind of making me a little dull. So this pump was much needed, and that's what got me going for the show. I love the clothes, I love the dialogues, I love the intensity. He doesn't need to be hyped out. He's very low, the kind of person, vocally low. The kind of person that I am not an introvert, I am an extrovert, but I'm not too loud on my actions. I like things simple, I like things calm and subtle. It's just how I am. So I felt that connect with Adheer. I felt he has to let everybody know, he has to convey his message by not doing so much, just being there, and eventually in the show it's revealed what he is actually. There is a dark history involved, and there is something which is very intriguing about the character. So the first thought that you get is, यार काम करना पड़ेगा बहुत इस पे, खोजना पड़ेगा, सोचना पड़ेगा कि इसके अंदर कितना समझना पड़ेगा कि क्या है, कैसे है. लेकिन as I mentioned, the cast was so united. There was such great unity between the cast. Everyone helped each other through it. You know, even in my scenes where I'm involved with the entire cast, you know, we are there to comfort each other, make each other feel safe. And all the shots, after every shot, we used to, I mean, that's too much. You know, we never used to go and hug each other, but we used to always have a, क्या मजा आया, क्या take दिया है, हमने enjoy किया है. So that's how it happened. Farzaan has not seen much in life. Okay, he's been growing up with his sister and his dadi and his mother only. He's single-handedly taking care of the house. He's doing all the chores. He's doing everything possible over here. So much drama and so much noise, I mean, in a positive way, from an opposite gender. He's never come across that. Okay, he's so intrigued. So if you see that scene very carefully, when she's talking, he's also like making those facial expressions where he's getting amused by the fact that, you know, she's so engrossed in me. I'm feeling so good about it. ऐसा मेरे साथ कभी पहले हुआ नहीं है. किसी ने मेरे साथ ऐसे बात नहीं किया है, इतना express नहीं किया है. So the entire character is very subtle. He's kept it very plain. He's just there. हाँ बोलो हाँ और हो गया, all okay. So this is exactly how he's maintained his temperament also in the entire show. When you're acting, you need to know how to react better. So when you're delivering, you are focused. Like, you know, you have to keep your lines in mind. You need to keep the air around you, the people around you. You know, there are a lot of other people also watching you. So, and the person in front of you is the subject. Is the main person in the scene. You know, so you're actually a part of the scene where your eyes and your mouth and all your facial expressions play a vital role. It's very important not to break eye contact. It's no training that I've done. It's going to get better. I'm not saying I'm amazing at it, but I feel because I've been facing the camera for a long time, I feel I have a connection. I just feel there is something that I have always feel connected to when it comes to shooting per se. So maintaining an eye contact with somebody and maintaining eye contact with the camera like how I am right now is something which is not so difficult for me. It's only going to get better. There's going to be much more interaction with my eyes. And yeah, and also because when you are working together in a project, you're spending X amount of time with the person. So you've also trained for those scenes, you know, you've also like rehearsed those scenes. So you know the emotional capacity that the scene holds. You feel empathetic towards somebody, so you automatically allow your body to drop. You know, you are a listener. You want to just pay attention. Farzaan and I were this close. There's just like a couple of differences here and there, but we are very close in terms of understanding how life works and how I have been brought up and how Farzaan's been brought up and how things have been moving around. In this scene, when he's trying to tell her कि यार मुझे पता है कि तुम ऐसे सचती हो, तुम ऐसी हो, लेकिन नई नई चीज़ें ट्राई करने में उतना उसका अपना अलग ही मज़ा है. You know, when you try out new stuff, when you try out something which you're not used to, you'll adapt to it. Human beings are made in such a way where we get adapted, we acclimatize really soon. There's just a little intent that you need to have for that particular thing. Once that intent is there, sometimes you need to force yourself to do something to develop a habit. But once you develop that little intent, for that you need a person, you need a moment, you need a memory, you need some time to yourself, you need music, you need drama around you, anything can happen. But that intent, एक बार आप you find that intention of yours to experiment, just to try out something new, then you will realize that it's not just this cuisine, I like this and this also. Like I am very focused towards Chinese. But recently when I traveled with my mom and dad, I tried out continental and I tried out Asian. I tried out, I enjoyed. I'm not going to stick to it. I'm going to stick to Chinese only. But that's what Farzaan's trying to make Asmara understand कि देखो ना यार, अभी जब मान अप्पा यहाँ गई थी तो वो ऐसे कपड़े पहन के गई. अब यहाँ पे अगर तुम ऐसे करोगी तो सोचो कैसा लगेगा, तुमको भी अच्छा लगेगा, ट्राई करने में क्या है. So then she realizes, yeah, why not? And then she snaps out of it. And then we make her eventually try it out. So she really likes it. And that's the click, basically. She understands that this is also interesting. DDD was my first project. Everyone on set were such established dignitaries. They were such amazing professionals. From my director to all the cast members, the production house, everyone. We had years of experience of working on a set. It was the first time that I was working. Anushka herself has been working for so many years. I think she's been working since the age of 7 or 8. And she's, I think, 22 now. So she's been working for a long time. You know, so you develop a maturity, a certain sense of understanding of how this field works. And I think I needed that. Somewhere down the line, I was, you know, when you go to shoot a project, a film or a show, and when you have been given the script, there is a certain preconceived notion, there's a certain thought that you go with कि ये ऐसे होने वाला है. बट सेट पे जाके पता चलता है कि ये नहीं, ऐसे नहीं है, ऐसे होने वाला है. सो आप जब सेट पे जाते हो तो सब बदल जाता है. सो वहाँ पर कौन है जो आपको समझाएगा, वो ठहराव मेंटेन रखेगा. सो Anushka was there. Anushka was playing a vital part in that. She was there as a guide. She was also helping me out through the scenes. She was trying to calm me down because naturally है ना, फर्स्ट टाइम शूट कर रहा हूँ तो थोड़ा तो ऊपर नीचे इमोशंस में होता ही है. एंड you're not able to deliver sometimes, or when you're not able to be true to your character or something. You know, these little moments happen, like retakes हो गए या फिर ऐसे कुछ छोटी छोटी चीज़ें हो गए. So वहाँ पे you need an extra support system. So Anushka was that. Debbie, my director, was that. And this is how the entire project went through. Everybody else, Vishaka, Elisha, Revati, we had a lot of fun. These guys have been working for a while as well. So I needed their support, I needed their love, which eventually is portrayed in the show. Okay. My next project, the day I finished Dil Dosti Dilemma is when I got locked for a project, which is finally going on air. It's releasing on the 4th of July. It's called Metro in Dino, really directed by Anurag Basu sir. We finished shooting a long time back, and it's finally coming out. What do I tell you about that? Farzaan, Adheer and Dash. That character is again different from Farzaan and Adheer. This is why I wanted to tap into it. Moreover, because I'm so grateful to Basu sir to select me for this, to let me be a part of it. I can't reveal much about the show, about the film, but all I can say is that I'm a workaholic in the film. I've been working day in and out. I'm working in the corporate, and you're going to see me in blazers and shirts and pants, and there's going to be some troubles, there's going to be some celebrations, and a lot of happiness around. Okay. If I have to be bluntly honest, this particular video has shot up, and how. I don't know how many reposts have happened, how many people have been talking to me, sending me these posts, girls and the guys and everyone who's been out there making this post viral have really given me a lot of followers, have really helped me gain a lot of recognition. I'll tell you something, I'm not a singer, okay? I just go to enjoy my boys. I go to Bulldogs. It's a nice cafe in Warsaw. I have a great time over there, and this is just one example of how a night just went, and a friend of mine had recorded this video, and it's just out there. I just posted it like that. But ever since then, people have been asking me कि भाई हमारे साथ गाना गा लो, हमारे साथ आप चलिए, ये जगह कहाँ है, हम आपके साथ आना चाहते हैं. एंड ये वीडियो ने मुझे मेरे काम के लेवल का रिकग्निशन दिया है. सो ये मैं कहना चाहूँगा. बस ऐसे वीडियोस मैं करते रहूँगा अगर मुझे हेल्प कर रहा है तो. इट इज़ वियर्ड फॉर मी, इट माइट नॉट बी वियर्ड फॉर यू. People have been talking about this neck vein of mine, which comes out, it comes out in everybody when someone's blowing their lungs out and singing. It's not just me. Okay, आप देखो, आपके भाई, आपके बहन, आपके बेटे, आपकी बेटी, आपके पेरेंट्स, जो भी गाएगा ना ये गाना, या जो भी खुले होके एकदम मज़े करके गाने गाएंगे, जोर जोर से गाने गाएंगे, सबके गले फटते हैं, सबका नस दिखता है. लेकिन आप लोगों को मुझे लेके मेरा नेक फेटिश इतना आपको अगर उभार रहे हैं तो थैंक यू. एंड इट्स बीन रियली, आई मीन ऑफ कोर्स, आई मीन द लव दैट इट्स कम थ्रू इट हैज़ strangely been very kind. So recently I had gone to Bulldogs, and people were I just took the mic to sing, and there were people who were removing flashlights, and I felt this is not my film set, or this is not somewhere outside where I'm going to a shopping mall, I'm going for a movie somewhere. I'm just they're like, hi Kush, you've seen that video of yours you were singing Dhan, and there's one time I was going to Dubai in January with my dad, and I kid you not, it's 6:15 flight in the morning. I'm at the boarding arena at 5 a.m. This is T2 I'm talking about. I went to McDonald's to pick up a burger. There's a girl, and she's not even from India. She's redhead. She's just telling me, hey, I've seen you somewhere. It's like, okay, you might have seen my show, it's everywhere. You can see it everywhere. So she's like, no, you were singing. And I'm like, you also seen it? आपने भी देख लिया है. ठीक है. Yeah, it's me. I was the one. And I'll do it again. And I'll meet you again. And then you can say this to me again. Thank you so much. Thank you, Social Nation, and follow them for more such content.